Hey everybody, so I'm back out running. I'm actually walking more than I'm running. I'm so out of shape. Anyway, I thought since often we keep saying be vulnerable, ask for what you need, it might be helpful if I share my running journey with you. So this is really just to help you show a little bit how I found a way of controlling things when it felt uncontrollable. And for some of you, this might be the first time you're in this situation. And for some of you, you may have been in these types of situations before. So when I was living in Mozambique, Meg was 4.5 and Charlie was still an infant, and I was working at the American school as the elementary principal. One day the government decided to increase the price of bread, and there was a visceral reaction from the population and a decision that they wanted not only to protest that but to try and overthrow the government. So completely unprepared for this at school, we found ourselves in a situation where all the kids were at school and the streets were full of rioting people, burning tires and machetes and calls for heads of government and things like that. So the American embassy called and told us they were going to be flying in helicopters to land in the soccer field to pick up all of the American children. So we rounded them up, and then all the other children, it took quite a few hours to get them to safe shelter with their families. At the same time that all this was going on, Megan and Charlie were at home with our babysitter because they were too young to be in school. And Rob was at his office dealing with making sure all of his staff across the country were safe. At the end, when all our kids were gone and he was done at his office, the only way we could get home was to run. And so we literally ran in our work clothes and bare feet with our heads down to get home. And Rob was faster than me, and that was really hard. And so after that, I started running every day, and I ran every day so that I felt in control and had the confidence to know I could get to my family if that happened. So after that, we moved to other countries that were really safe, and I ran less. And then we moved to other countries that were really unsafe, and I ran more. And when I had friends who got sick with cancer or other things, I ran for them. And so I have found that running, for me, is the way to feel in control. And it makes me feel in a situation where there is very little I control, that there is something that I am doing to make myself feel grounded. So I tell you this, not because I ever want you to live in a country that goes through things like this, but because finding something you feel in control of in a situation where you are completely out of control is very, very important. I also tell you this to say I'm making myself vulnerable by sharing a story that's very dear and close to my experience. And I hope that you, if you need me, will be vulnerable and ask for what you need. All right. Love you guys. Bye.